And we're now underway with this huge tag team match.
Doesn't get any better than this. We're about to witness tag team action at its finest, fellas.
And she gets tossed around like a rag doll. And setting him up, delivering the knee.
For many years, members of the WWE Universe and the WWE locker room have felt that tag team matches should have two referees. One referee is in the ring overseeing the action, and the other is located out on the floor, making sure teams follow the rules and do not engage in potentially damaging behavior. I think it's a good idea, something perhaps Mr. McMahon might want to consider.
Byron, earlier you raised a point that people have been talking about for years, and that's a second referee being appointed to tag team matches. I remember WWE Hall of Famer and former WWE President Gorilla Monsoon used to express his strong advocacy for two referees being appointed to tag team matches.
It's something that's been talked about for decades, Michael, and I don't think it's ever going to happen. We've seen it on occasion, but I think it's best to let the superstars be responsible for themselves. And the appointed official for the match needs to do the job they're paid to do. I don't think it's that much to ask.
I have to give Sasha Banks credit for being a student of the game. We all know she idolizes Eddie Guerrero, and I believe Eddie would be very proud of how the boss carries herself in WWE.
Sasha Banks is in a dangerous position here.
Yeah, things not looking up for the boss.
Her and her partner making a great tag team. We'll see what they're made of here. To elaborate on what Corey said about Sasha's admiration for Eddie Guerrero, Banks has pulled some of Eddie's old tricks to gain an advantage over her opponent.
Yeah, she's used the old pretend your opponent hits you with a foreign object while the ref's not looking trick a few times. Classic Eddie trap.
During the rivalry between the...
And the ropes break this one up.
Great ring awareness there, Michael.
Elbow drop. And she got her with a clothesline. The 2 out of 3 Falls match that saw the Hardy Boys go at it with Cesaro and Sheamus was a throwback of sorts. Throughout the 1960s and 70s, championship title defenses and grudge matches were often decided in the 2 out of 3 Falls format. Cesaro and Sheamus didn't waste any time and scored the decisive first fall after a brogue kick rocked Jeff Hardy.
Cesaro and Sheamus wanted to continue their domination of Team Extreme, but the Hardys had other ideas as Matt tied things up at 1 fall apiece after a twist of fate on the Swiss cyborg.
Oh, and she makes the tag.
And not a moment too soon, Michael.
Nia Jax, the irresistible force, is in action here. As her name implies, she's a tough competitor to overcome. Any ideas of how an opponent can prepare for Nia?
I'd say it's nearly impossible to take down Nia, but the few times Jax has lost has been due to competition with serious submission skills. We've seen arm bars and sleeper holds make the feud.
Nia Jax. Nia Jax and a leg drop. Thunderous leg drop.
She got it. This night could be...
She goes for the cover. Going back to the discussion of submission holds succeeding against Nia Jax, Bayley used a sleeper hold to retain the NXT Women's Championship. And Asuka locked in an armbar for 2 whole minutes to beat Nia on Raw. And then there's Ronda Rousey, who skillfully used her variety of submissions against the irresistible force.
Yeah, but we're talking about Ronda Rousey. Some good technique right there.
Nia Jax seems to have lost a step now. Her and her partner aren't going to let this derail them, though.
There have been times in sports entertainment when unlikely duos have formed, and over time they develop and bond and become an outstanding tag team combination. The team that immediately comes to mind is the powerhouse duo of Cesaro and Sheamus. After their thrilling best-of-7 series, I wouldn't think they'd develop into a top tag team.
Float over.
Oh,
And
she clearly liked the results from the first time she delivered that move.
I don't think anyone thought Cesaro and Sheamus would develop into a premier tag team. Over time, the superstars realized that they were better as allies than as enemies. And when they combined their incredible strength, the results were something that couldn't be ignored.
It was really unbelievable to witness the evolution of Cesaro and Sheamus as a team. We saw them improve every week and conquer a variety of opponents. To see the Swiss Cyborg and Celtic Warrior go from unwilling partners to WWE Raw Tag Team Champions was truly impressive.
Over the last few years, the tag team scene in WWE...
Bayley's looking to end it. That's how you move up the ladder here in WWE.
But is it enough to end it?
That is a huge opening for Bayley.
She's not done yet.
She's still in this one.
The tag team competition right now is as heated as it's ever been since the Attitude Era. Everywhere you look, there's another tremendous tag team combination. Looking to make... Oh, no. The super kick!
She is just so dominant.
There's almost no rebounding from a strike like that.
Just a clubbing axe handle.
In order to be a premier tag team, a superstar and their teammate must have that continuity where they're a well-oiled machine inside the ring. I'm talking about classic techniques, like cutting the ring in half, isolating your opponent, relegating them to your corner, and making frequent tags so that the fresh man is always in the ring. That's how you keep your opponents off balance.
In my opinion, Tamina has got to get back into this. What are your thoughts? At this point, she really needs to think about making a tag to her partner.
Corey, a few moments ago, you took us through what it takes for a tag team to be successful. The continuity between tag team partners is crucial. When a team is able to keep one opponent in the ring for an extended period of time without making a tag, they're able to focus their attack on one individual and one body part.
And that's when things really start to take shape if you're on the tag team that's in control of the match. When you look at the tag teams who've dominated this business, all of them worked well together as a unit and were able to keep an opponent in the ring long enough to make that adversary the focal point of their assault.
She wants to do this in the ring.
Hooked up. She got her good there.
She is on fire.
Up goes Bayley.
Look at this.
Diving splash from the top. Incredible impact.
Her corner's calling for the tag.
Yeah, she wants back in this thing, Cole.
Bayley's looking to end it. And there's a corner exploder suplex.
Man, she knows how to make a comeback.
In May of 2017, SmackDown.
Look at Bayley making her belly to belly. Vicious.
That might have done it, Cole.
We've seen some great tag team action over the years here in WWE, and I can attest that this is no different.
I think only a group as treacherous as the Welcoming Committee could bring Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair back together. Natalya's power set the tone for the match and gave her team an advantage. That was until Carmella's overconfidence let the Irish last kicker turn the tide and get back into the match. And then it was elementary from there for the Irish-born superstar.
Naomi did an excellent job of making sure any quote-unquote committee nonsense cost her girls the match. Once Becky Lynch got Carmella locked in the disarmor, there was nothing for the Staten Island Princess to do but to tap out. And it didn't take long for that to happen.
Look out, she could be done.
Whoa! Whoa! Hurricane Rana!
Unbelievable athleticism.
Sasha Banks is tagged in.
Tag team history was made when the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions were crowned at Backlash 2016. The unlikely duo of Rhino and Heath Slater caught lightning in a bottle and ran through the tag team title tournament. In the finals, Rhino and Slater took on the Usos to see which team would be the inaugural Tag Team Champions.
There was a lot on the line in the Tag Team Tournament Finals. The Usos wanted to add another Tag Team title reign to their resume and enjoyed the recognition of being the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions. The team of Rhino and Heath Slater was the team no one expected to be in the finals. Slater had extra motivation because he was fighting for a WWE contract.
And at one point, it seemed like the...
Sasha Banks is looking to end it.
Bankrupt. I bet you feel foolish riding her off now.
Hey, she goes for the quick pin. The pin's broken up.
When you talk about great tag teams, we can go all the way back to teams like the Tolos brothers, Stevens and Patterson, Stevens and Bockwinkel, the Texas Outlaws, the Briscoes, the Blackjacks, the Andersons, and the list goes on and on. When you're part of a tag team, the two partners have to travel together, train together, eat together, and be completely in sync with one another.
And now Sasha Banks heads up. Tag team competition dates back all the way to the early 1900s. Corey, you mentioned some of the classic duos from sports entertainment's incredible history. In today's WWE, the tag team scene has never been more competitive. I don't know who has the edge when it comes to talent, if it's Raw or SmackDown Live. I think it's too close to call, but all the teams truly think and act as one unit.
I agree, Michael. Teams such as the Usos, American Alpha, Anderson and Gallows, The New Day, the Hardy Boys, Cesaro and Sheamus. I could be here all day naming championship caliber.
And now it's Sasha Banks.
Well, she wants this win bad.
Got every ounce of that one. This could be over.
Nia Jax is measuring her. The tag team scene here in WWE is undergoing a bit of a renaissance, and it's because of action like this.
Sasha Banks dodged out of the way there.
Nia Jax able to avoid damage there. In comes Bayley.
I don't know how much more Nia Jax can endure.
I don't think this is how she envisioned this tag team match going.
An amazing match so far, guys, but it looks to me like we're possibly nearing the end here.
Clearly her current offense is based on the concept of repetition. Back in from the floor.
Almost there. So look out. There's the tag.
And that changes the entire outlook for these women, Michael.
Bayley's looking to end it.
Oh my gosh.
Bayley can end it here.
Bayley's looking to end it.
She slams her down with great force.
It'll be tough for Tamina to come back from this.
3! What a tag team display.
No doubt that was a match people will be telling their kids about for years to come. Here's another look.
When any superstar, man or woman, is able to find a way to win a match as entertaining and action-filled as that one, they should be grateful and really proud. Some great stuff. There's good, there's great, and then there's downright unbelievable WWE action. Ladies and gentlemen, you just got a taste of the unbelievable kind.
Sasha Banks and Bayley.
Bayley leads the way en route to the victory here tonight.
With wins like that, there's no way these two should even think about splitting up. Just my opinion.
I think